Start though.
All right, so I have to wait till I do open. Tell me when I should go. By the way, just tell me.
Probably just heard you say that.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's start though. It's live.
Is it live?
We're live, guys.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Okay.
Yes. Yes. We are back again.
We wanted you guys to cringe before we start.
We are back yet again
Yeah,
with another podcast. I'm Professor Anime. I'm going to be your host today, and I am joined back by the Otaku 18 Clue.
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah. So there's a couple of topics.
All I see is a gun in the chat.
Oh, jeez. All right. So we got a couple of topics today. Some of them we chose, and some of them we also got from the previous stream in the comments. We got some of your topics to talk about today. And one of these topics is probably going to revolve around some of the announcements that have been happening recently when it comes to anime.
Wow, spoiler.
Yeah. So this topic could go quite for a good duration. So we're gonna put this as the first topic we're gonna talk about today, and this is: when are sequels needed and unneeded? So when are sequels needed, and when are they just garbage? Why are they doing this in the first place? So we're gonna start off this question with Christian.
Wow, dude. He always puts me on the spot.
I know you do put him on the spot.
Well, anime was a mistake.
The great Miyazaki said that.
So I think sometimes multiple seasons are needed, but when it comes to Code Geass, I think it should have just ended when they had the chance. Should have just jumped ship. It sucks. So yeah.
Well,
So that's your 2 cents.
Well,
Wow. That's
about it for this podcast.
So we'll wrap it up.
See ya, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Okay.
Nah, I don't know, dude.
Wow.
All right, well, we'll come back to you.
You put me on the spot, dude.
We'll come back to him. So, memory.
All right, this topic obviously stems from the 2 big announcements. Today being Code Geass Season 3, which really nobody expected. It kind of came out of nowhere. And the final, which appears to be the final season of Gintama. And here's the thing: with Code Geass, it's an original, so there isn't content there to go on with. You know what I'm saying? Like with Gintama, the manga is about to be done.
Yes.
The anime is at that point where it's ready to finish off. It's going to end off Gintama and cover the last material or whatever material that still needs to be covered to end it off. But with Code Geass, how season 2 left off, it does leave off open-ended. There's still a lot to explore. There's still a lot of questions. There's still a lot of things that can be done with it. Obviously, now we're getting a 3rd season, so they're going to be able to go into all of that. But that's the thing. If you have an original with an open ending, that makes it easier for a possible sequel. And that's when I'd say when it would be needed, especially if there are a lot of questions, a lot of things that need to be answered, a lot of things that still need to be fleshed out and whatnot. And that's why I say for Code Geass, I don't know why people are getting upset about it. I know the ending to season 2 was perfect. Like, I say it myself, it's probably my favorite ending to an anime ever. If not, if I say it's not my favorite, it's definitely my top 3 favorite endings from an anime.
I agree with that.
But there's still a lot more in Code Geass to explore. What happens after Lelouch does all of what he does under Zero? Because he has shook up the whole fucking world, all of Britannia, everything, everywhere. And this is going to take place several years after that. So there's like, what's going on with Britannia now? What's going on with the world? What are our characters doing? There's still things that can be fleshed out, and there's still things to explore. So from that standpoint, I think it's fine. But the prime fucking example I use is Eureka 7 AO for a sequel. Yeah, a sequel that's unneeded. Definitely 100% unneeded, because Eureka 7, granted, it was an original, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it was.
It had the manga come after, but Eureka 7 was done. There was literally nothing else to really touch on or cover. It left off on a really high note as well. A really good ending to that show. But AO came in and they totally just did kind of like this next generation type deal with Eureka and Renton having a kid, and it was supposed to be 50 something episodes. It got cut in half. There were episodes delayed. There were production issues. There was a lot of problems with a sequel that was never needed. So that is the prime example I use. Really, it depends on, I'd say, the source material, and if it's an original with still open ends, if there's still a lot to flesh out. Granted, there are some. There's going to be shows that always have something. I'd say, I guess you could say, loose ends. But when a show has obvious ones, and there's a lot of them, I'd say a sequel is needed if it's an original. But obviously, if there's source material behind it, and the manga's done, you've covered all there is to with the manga, then that's it. Unless you want to take that route and go with an original story, a sequel, those usually don't end up being so well, and that's kind of rare nowadays. But that would probably be what I would say. It just kind of depends on certain circumstances. But with Code Geass, I'm optimistic. I'm happy. One of my favorite series of all time, in my top 5, and yeah, that's what I would say. It's I wouldn't say it's needed for Code Geass, but it's definitely not unneeded. It's Code Geass. It's gonna be great. I'm just hoping it's a full length 25 episode series. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, that would be my take on it. I know I talked for like a millennium.
No, you good, man.
I just love Geass. Okay.
Travis, what do you?
All hail Lelouch.
What about you, dude?
I don't really know, to be honest. After what Memory said, after what Memory said, I don't really have anything else to add.
I hit the nail on the head, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be honest. I do not know at this point.
All right. What about you, Christian? You ready?
Yeah. I mean, on to what Nate said. I mean, I think it's harder for an anime to get a sequel when like there's source material to it. Like, if it has an ongoing manga, a lot of these sequels have been coming up that have nothing to do with the manga, in a sense, kind of like how Tokyo Ghoul kind of just ran off in some random ass direction into the fucking trash can. But
right into the trash can.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool with Code Geass because, like you said, it's an original, so there's not really anything to fuck up, in a sense, I guess. I mean, that's my only main issue with a lot of sequels, is it kind of just screws over the anime entirely. Perfect example. Yeah, Eureka 7 AO, or Soul Eater Not, or Tokyo Ghoul Season 2, or like every sequel that has nothing to do with the anime or manga. But Yeah, I mean, I agree with Nate. I mean, if it's really good for the series, I guess it's a good thing, but if it's going to totally screw it up by going away from the manga, then it's probably a bad idea. But
it all depends on like certain circumstance.
Yeah.
Because you could say it's needed, but if they screw up the source material, then
Yeah.
you know, then what's the point?
Yeah.
If you go off on, like, there's a difference because you could have original stuff and it could be good, but a lot of the times that's not really the case. Like, yeah, there have been instances where there has been original content when there was source material and it was good, but most of the time when studios or animators or whatever writers, they go off track, off of what the source material is, most people don't seem to really enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot easier for originals to have multiple seasons than it really is for
because
something that has source material.
Yeah, because there's no source to go off of.
Yeah, because I guess you can be creative in a sense. You can kind of go whichever direction you want. Yep. There's not a fixed...
Oh, yeah, of course, because that's exactly what they're doing with Naruto. I mean, that ended, and when it comes down to Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach were pretty much the moneymakers. I'm not going to get into the whole thing on what's going on with Shonen Jump right now, but I mean, it made them money in the past, and it's going to make them money in the future. They're going to keep milking those series to death. And the thing about, like, with Naruto, it's like, it already ended. The manga's already completed. The anime technically ended off as well. However, we're going into this, like, new generation arc, which is... like, it's not really canon, but in a sense, it is compared to, like, what Naruto left off with. But at the same time, it's also filler. So, you know, it really just boils down to money. And, like, apparently Naruto is making a lot of money because of
Naruto's a big fucking prostitute.
I mean, if that's how you want to see it.
Simply put.
It is. Because, I mean, it's just episode by episode. And I think as long as a series is going to make money for the studio, then they're going to keep doing it regardless if it's completed or not.
Right.
Dude,
but what about you, Blade?
PokeKid 101 said never watched it because the main character, he looked like a retard. And he was talking about Eureka 7.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know, man.
He said Renton looks like a retard.
No, it's not Renton.
Renton is not in...
Renton's not the main character.
No, he
I don't think he's talking about AO, dude.
I think he is, because that's what we were talking about. Anyways, so my take on it is very simple. You know, stuff like ReZero, for example. We all love ReZero, and we all talk about it. And ReZero definitely needs a sequel, because it needs more information. It needs more, you know, story being driven out. There are endings to it that we want more from it. We want to see what happens to every character we've come and grown and love in the series in general. Stuff like Code Geass is something it's something that we're all looking forward to, because I love Code Geass just like Nate does as well. And the thing is that Code Geass is one of those shows that you are kind of what? And Miles too.
Does he like it?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he likes it. I'm pretty damn sure. We did our whole opening based off of that. But anyways,
I would never have guessed.
Right. No, but the thing is that those are shows that you take a chance with that, because as you guys said earlier, you know, you can go back to it and it can almost screw up the whole thing, because I think I agree with Nate on this 100%, is that Code Geass season 2 ended on a good note. It really was a very good note. You know, it left more open answers in your head that you're like wondering what the future holds for the characters that are in the show. But at the point it ended on, it's like, oh, okay, I'm actually complete with it. I don't need to see more of it. I would love to see more of it. I just don't need to. And now that they're making the season 3, whatever that might be, you know, it might be 25 episodes, it might be movies, whatever. It comes to the play that it's like, what if they fuck up the whole thing that they've come to like essentially work on? I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but it's a scary concept in your head. You're thinking, what, you know, how can they fuck this up at the same time? Because I always think about that when sequels come out, you know, especially ones that, how long has it been since Code Geass season 2 came out? Was that, I think it was
8 years.
Yeah, that's scary, dude. 2008, I believe it's when it ended, right?
Yeah, 2008 or 2009, somewhere in there.
And so it's like, that's a scary thing. It's been 8 years inactive for the most part. We haven't seen anything really being talked about. You know, the fan base hasn't died per se, but it's definitely not as relevant as it was when it first came out, even the first couple of years that it finished. But, you know, now that's coming back, people are very hyped for it. It looks like, you know, everyone's going on various websites on YouTube and stuff like that and seeing videos saying that it's, you know, oh my God, seeing everyone's reaction to it because people do want to see this. I'm scared shitless of it. Like, I'm like, oh man, I hope you guys don't fuck up somehow the show. Like, I have high anticipation they won't, but I'm still scared. That little bit of worry right there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it could turn out is like one of those, like, because Eureka 7AO, a lot of people see it as it doesn't exist pretty much. That may happen with this sequel. Who knows? Like, people, like, it's listed as a sequel. It's, you know, made as a sequel, but are the people going to like see it as a sequel? Is it going to be made like that? Because Eureka 7AO was not a sequel in my eyes.
No, it was made to cash grab. You know, like, I hate to say that, but it was. But
if Code Geass goes literally off of where season 2 left off, and not some like, obviously it's going to take like they said, it's going to be several years after, but like if like the events and all of what was going on, if they dive like straight into the results of what Lelouch was doing as Zero and all that, and not some just, you know, going off to some random, you know, place and
or like nothing's happened. Like that could be also a thing they could do. Like, oh, everything's kind of still at the standstill moment where you see that he did have an impact on it, but really nothing's changed. I'd be so pissed if they did something like that. Like, I'm hoping they show, hey, his influence, his grandiose ideas and stuff like that, what he did, the sacrifices he's made has made this huge change to the world shift essentially. And I would love to see from that, because that's building off of something that is something in your head. I think every fan's head of like, he fucked the whole world up essentially. He changed it and put it on its head. And now I want to see what's going to happen further. But, you know, with sequels, like, for example, Eureka 7AO, because we're still kind of hell-bent talking about that, AO took characters that had no reason to be, essentially, you know, like
all they never existed,
right? And
in the first season,
right? Exactly. And then you threw in the characters from the first season and kind of went, you know what? We'll push to the side. Some stuff happened to them. You don't need to know what happened to them. Don't worry about it.
And they changed Renton up so much. Like he had some hair, like he had like white and gray hair, and they just like. I don't know, man.
Not even like what 10? No, it was like 15 years past or something like that, or 20 years or something like that. I don't know, some bullshit like that. But it's like, I want to know what happened to the Gekko Stale. I want to see what happened to them. What happened to all the people I loved from that show, from original Eureka 7? No, instead we get these characters that are not likable. There's nothing likable with Renton's son. I'm sorry.
Right.
He is such a dick. He acts like a dick from the moment you meet him. He's a dick. And I understand, like, some people might say, well, he's like Renton when he was younger. No. See, when Renton was younger, he was, you know, he missed his parents. He was still a kid growing up, but he matured as the series progressed. Renton's son never grows up. He stays always kind of like an asshole until the very last episode. He's still an asshole. And I'm like, why? That's not cool. That's bad character design.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's
character design.
You know, character design. Yeah, I'm not saying it's just in terms of his outfit, the way he looks. I'm saying in terms of his character in general. That's a design to him. Is how he's going to be represented through the whole show. And the thing is that he was not well represented. His design is bad. But you know, the thing is that I'm worried about it, but I am looking forward to it because I do want to see it nonetheless. I don't care. I want to see more Code Geass greatness. That's something awesome.
Renton's not a cunt.
Dude, I told you he was talking about Renton the whole time.
I think my mic disappeared for a second.
Oh. Renton's son.
You guys hear me?
Renton's son. Yeah, we hear you, Blade.
Yeah, we hear you.
But I don't know. Like all these new announcements that we're getting when it comes to like continuations, it's almost like too good to be true. I mean, it's not a lot that we're getting, but we're getting more than usual, it seems. I mean, we got FLCL coming. We got freaking Code Geass as well. While I love those seasons. Or those anime, excuse me. I'm very curious how the new seasons are going to play in effect. And
we hear you.
All right.
And part of me believes that it could end up, you know, messing up the entire series in the way on how they execute the new season. I don't really know if they will or not. It really just all depends how it's executed. But I mean, FLCL, I loved FLCL. I loved Code Geass. And while we're getting another season, or possibly a movie or whatever, it's just, up in the air at this point. Like, part of me feels like really, really hyped about it, but the other part of me is like really worried at the same time when it comes to these new seasons that we're apparently getting.
Well, you don't mind if I interrupt you real fast?
What were you saying?
I didn't mean to interrupt you real fast. I just want to say something on that. Is because it was essentially how I was going to end my whole thing from before. Is that that's the one thing that I think everyone's kind of at least the people that are really big fans of series in general that have season 2s. It's just the worry factor. You don't want your stuff that you enjoyed so much to kind of be thrown under the bus and kind of ruined by people just wanting to make a cash grab, because it's happened before in the past. Unfortunately, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Lotus said that the Code Geass thing is unneeded and unnecessary.
I don't think it's unneeded.
I wouldn't say that. I said it
maybe unnecessary.
Yeah, I said maybe. It's neither needed or unneeded.
I mean, when it comes to Fooly Cooly, it's here's the thing. When it comes to like Fooly Cooly and Code Geass, see, these are like the recent announcements that we got. Are they needed? Are they unneeded? I personally feel as though they are unneeded. They're unneeded, but at the same time, as a fan, because I like the original work, I would like to see a new direction that, they would be going with it. But I still stand by the fact that, they're unneeded, because I thought the way they ended was perfect. But, there is new creative minds out there who could possibly handle the next season, and it could be good. We don't know, but we'll just have to wait.
That's the thing, man. We're all gonna have to take the chance that Bones hasn't really failed us too much in the past. I mean, the exception of Eureka 7 AL, but they, we still have a chance here. We still have a thing where we know the company that's doing this, at least right now, it hasn't changed. I don't think has there been any announcements like anything of changes in terms of like who's doing it and all that? Is it still the original guy or what? Because I haven't really looked up a whole bunch.
I'm pretty sure it's the same, like for Code Geass.
Yeah, for Code Geass.
Yeah, it's the same director. There's no word about like the staff or anything yet, but I hope that most of the staff returns, because here I just figured this out. All the writers for Eureka 7, the original one, they didn't go over to AO.
Yeah, and that was one of the biggest issues with AO.
Yeah, so I hope that the writers and most of the staff and the voice actors do come back for this third season.
Right.
If not, it could be kind of sketchy because they weren't there for the first 2 seasons. And I feel that's a big thing. Like, if you were writing for the first 2 seasons of Code Geass, then you should be writing for the third. You shouldn't have someone new, someone random coming in and filling in when they weren't there for, 50 something episodes.
Dragon Ball GT. What I say? Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Dragon Ball GT. What? I'm gonna ask you guys a quick question before we end off this topic, though. We got confirmation that it is going to be a continuation, but we haven't got confirmation at
the
what
format.
Type of continuation is it going to be? What would happen if it would be CG?
Oh God,
no! If Sunrise is doing it, it won't.
Then I'd laugh my ass off.
Dude, but it just has me hyped, dude. Because imagine, like, several years have passed. Imagine, like, the newer mech models. I'd imagine there's like upgraded old models. There's gonna be like, just thinking about stuff like that, like, gets me even more hype and stuff.
I know. Oh man, I'm so pumped for it. I'm just scared. It's that fear factor concept.
I know, but we won't know till it freaking gets here. I just can't wait till we get some previews and stuff. I know there was like a teaser or some shit at the event or whatever. So we may be getting that soon. At least I hope we would.
Oh, Shoujo Days put a good comment. I hope they don't replace the voice actors like they did with D. Graham. And let's hope that definitely happens.
Even though I watched the dub, I'm gonna have to watch the sub when it's airing. So it'll be my first time.
The sub's not bad at all. I watched it both in dub and sub over the course of the show, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And I watched the dub originally first myself also, so I understand how you come from that.
Yeah, and the dub is excellent for Code Geass. Really good.
Johnny on Bosch, man, kicked ass as Lulu.
I'd imagine Funimation will come back.
Oh, who
do
else
that.
is looking forward to High School DxD Season 4?
Oh, hell yeah. That's coming too. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I've just been so caught up in this fucking Code Geass and all that. Just because it's like so great. But I definitely say the Gintama sequel is needed, obviously, because it's covering the content, the final content, because it's about to end soon or whatever. That'll be great. That'll be great for anime because Gintama always there's a big cult following for that. So
Nate, the Kawaii crew said High School DxD equals overrated.
Whoa!
It's only the best harem anime out there.
Whoa!
Watch Messiah, dude.
Whoa!
All right, I need to watch that.
So we're gonna switch
High School DxD.
We're gonna switch on over to the next topic now. All right. So the second topic that we're gonna be talking about is, and I believe this was
Rayamo.
Yes, this question was brought to us by Rayamo. So thank you for giving us your question. It is titled, Anime has evolved into tons of different artistic visions. Depending on the studio, what are some unique new styles, or what you think are unique styles? So basically, what unique styles have you seen from different studios, I guess, is the question that he is trying to say. So what is the most unique style that you have seen? Travis.
I think a lot of I think it's Shaft, isn't it? A lot of their works are pretty unique.
I agree with that very much.
A lot of their art styles. I do like a lot of their art styles. Like I'm pretty sure they're doing Flip Flappers right now, right? They're doing
Who, Shaft?
Yeah.
No, they're doing March Comes In Like a Lion.
Yeah. That's
man,
what it was, yeah. March Comes In Like a Lion has a unique style, in my opinion. I still don't like the mouths of the characters, but we'll have to.
They look like frogs.
Away from that. Yeah, but I mean, they do a lot of unique styles. I like their style. Like March Comes In Like a Lion is very good. Like it looks nice, and it is a good anime too. But we're not talking about that. Art style. I don't really know what other unique studios there are.
Trigger.
Yeah, Trigger do a lot of crazy stuff, like crazy colors, very vibrant stuff, and
wacky
and Little
stuff.
Witches coming up.
Trigger and Gynax, you can kind of put them together because they're always like crazy with their animation style.
Yeah, I'm kind of the noob still here. I haven't seen as many anime as these geezers, so I can't really say. I can't really say loads about it, but I'd say Shaft has a really unique style to it. So
yeah, maybe you should watch anime instead of just focusing on Guild Wars and League.
But I will. But Guild Wars has taken over my life, to be fair. Anyway,
I would say. I'd say not a whole lot of people know about them, but Tatsunoko Production, they did Ping Pong the Animation. It has a really unique, wacky art style that if you go look up Ping Pong the Animation right now, look at the trailer, you'll watch it and you'll be like, I'm not gonna watch this, or I am gonna watch this, because the art style it'll turn you off, and it it definitely did for me. But you can have like that, and Ping Pong the Animation, at least for me, I was really, I guess, like captivated by the story and the characters that I just looked past all that. But it definitely has a unique art style, and they also worked on like Evangelion alongside Gynax.
Yes.
They worked on some Psychopaths, so. In Gatchaman Crowds, which Gatchaman Crowds is kind of wacky, goofy. It's kind of trippy.
Weird, but cool.
It's kind of trippy. So I'd say them, Tatsunoko Production, studio, and the people there, the animators, the writers, all that. They do some unique stuff, definitely. Ping Pong the Animation though being like the big one that they did.
Just to branch off of memory. saying Neon Genesis, I was just like, I just wanted to basically give you my thoughts and say that I think the most unique style that I have seen from a studio, I think personally would probably be Gainax, because you have Gurren Lagann, you have Neon Genesis Evangelion. There's a lot of other good stuff out there that I still need to watch from that studio, and I'm pretty sure I have seen some of their work. I probably just am not recalling it at this given moment in time. But Gurren Lagann and Neon Genesis Evangelion is my favorite animes from that studio alone, and I think they do have some unique styles, especially when it comes to Gurren Lagann. Especially when it comes to that.
Oh, hell yeah. Gurren Lagann is
that's my statement.
Since you're going off of that, I'm actually going to follow with that too, because I think for me, some of the best ones are Bones and Trigger, to be honest. Like, I mean, Kisniver recently, I mean, I really loved Kisniver. I love the animation and the way the characters looked and stuff like that. I really thought that was really stuff that's really awesome. And I mean, even Space Patrol Luluco, as crazy. I'm actually almost finished with that show right now. That was so batshit insane. Half the shit that goes on in that fucking anime. But Bones in general, I'm actually watching a show from their older stuff. I think it's called Blast of Tempest, which I really enjoy. Like, and I didn't even know that existed until just now. But it's so nice, and it reminds me that Bones can really do some really cool stuff with their character animations and just the way the characters look in general. Because I'm one of those people, I really care about that. Like, that's one of my big concerns, even more so than the backgrounds and all that. Character models, like, I always want to see cool looking characters that look unique and not kind of just like your average. I hate to throw him under the bus, but I'm gonna do it. Keon from like Melancholy of Haruhi, Haruhi, excuse me.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't fucking say it for some reason, but in Haruhi, he looks so normal. And I know that's the whole point of his character, because he's supposed to look normal and typical, but it seems like a lot of times the anime does that with this main protagonists recently. Right. And that's why I'm kind of glad that it looks like newer stuff recently is shifting away from that, and stuff like Trigger and Bones, they really don't want to go with here's your average black-haired, character model that you can find online and just slap him onto the actual work. There you go. He's there you go. He's your main character. There you go. Look how average he looks. They always try to go over something that's like different and in your face and change it up. Stuff like Fooly Cooly FLCL. I know people aren't really super excited for the sequel. I know some people are super hyped for it. I don't care, because just for the sheer fact I love Fooly Cooly, I think it's like one of the greatest things also out there. So I know that we're gonna expect more crazy zany characters and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely those are like two major studios.
Mob Psycho as well.
Mob Psycho, yeah, it had some.
Mob Psycho definitely has a little.
I think more towards the latter half, it started getting nicer. I mean, I had some issues with the beginning part, but those fights though, dude. Oh my god, those fights were some of the highlights of anime that I've seen in the last couple of years, and that's something I could not take away from it. So yeah, that's definitely one of those things that was good about that show. Mm-hmm. That's it for me.
All right, Christian, did you go?
No. I mean, I was the person who said Trigger at first. I definitely think in the past 2-3 years, they're definitely getting better and better. I mean, I'd honestly say they're probably one of my favorite studios right now, just because of the way they make their anime, They have this weird style to them, I guess, that's kind of out of the ordinary, because... I don't know, it's just weird and, like, trippy and just looks cool. Like, their shit honestly looks cool. And, I mean, they're bringing out good stuff. I mean, they had Kill a Kill, they had Kisniver, and now they're coming out with Little Witch. And then their shorts are also really good as well.
Space Patrol Lulico.
Yeah. I mean,
awake, judgment,
I think they had Hackadol as well in the fall season, and that was pretty crazy as well, with that weird, trippy design to it. I mean, they do a really good job of short series and actually making them good to actually watch. I mean, I feel like if Trigger didn't do Space Patrol Luluco, most people probably wouldn't have watched it, because it wouldn't have been as weird and wacky as it was because Trigger did it. They did a really great job, and they did a really great job on Kisniver as well, and those two were just fucking great. I mean, they're definitely getting up there and probably my favorite studio of all time. But as of right now, they're probably my favorite studio as of doing stuff now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they definitely have a unique style.
Yeah. There's some unique styles out there. There really are. And there's probably other stuff that, is not coming to us right now that we have probably seen. There's still other studios that are, out there. They're probably up and coming studios. So there, there's going to be a lot of, I don't know, like looking forward into the future of like what anime can become. We're probably going to see a lot of brand new art styles come into play. I mean, as Habit said, we have that Little Witch Academia, which is by Trigger, right?
Yeah.
Trigger's. It seems like they are getting more and more better when it comes to their animation, and we're probably going to see more unique stuff from them. I mean, even with Gainax, Neon Genesis came out first, and it had more of a serious style to it. But that's probably because Hideki Anno was on that anime at the time. But it definitely had a more serious style to it. And then when you revert to like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, it has a more cartoony style to it. Out of this world sort of look to it.
Yeah.
Giant space battles.
Yeah, basically to end this off, it's just that unique styles are going to come and. So, did everyone go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did everyone go? Okay, sweet. All right, yeah. So
now a moment from our sponsors. No, I'm just kidding.
Now a moment from our sponsor, Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles gives you some of the best manga experiences out there. You can find all your manga needs at Barnes and Nobles.
Dude, this is why someone just needs to sponsor us, dude. We're good at advertising.
I was just there the other day, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much manga.
And they recognized you, dude?
No, dude, they were
That's
like,
what happened to me last
you're
time.
You're from the Otaku 8 team. Oh shit, you're playing.
They were like, wait,
so cool.
Habit?
So to end off topic number 2, basically all I wanted to say was that over the years, the studio's anime style is going to develop over time. They're going to get more creative and more crazy with it as it goes on. So I mean, we'll see what the styles of anime is from like 5 years now, but we'll see. So we're going to head on to number 3.
The last topic we have.
The last topic. All right. And this question
comes from the Kawaii Crew.
What are some of the most well-written characters you guys know? And this question comes from the Kawaii Crew. Kawaii Crew. So thanks for your question, Kawaii Crew. All right. So what are some of the most well-written characters you guys know? I know Habit is going to say something right after I say this, so I'm going to go, but I'm just going to say it anyway. So I'm going to say Guts from Berserk, Griffith. If you want to be more leaning on the sides with probably me and Habit can agree on, then I'm going to say Sato from Welcome to the NHK. I thought he was a pretty well-written character, especially when it comes to his hikikomori aspects, a socially withdrawn individual. Even Sato, what are you talking about?
I like Welcome to the NHK,
Sato was actually, if anybody doesn't know, basically he's a socially withdrawn individual, and he was actually inspired by the real author of Welcome to the NHK, because the author of Welcome to the NHK is also a hikikomori. So just putting your own life experiences into your own character for your series, it's kind of interesting, and that's what makes it more believable. And that's how authors and literature usually go about their stories in general. They relate their real life experiences to, their own, books and stories. So I think some of those characters, just to like name a few, I think, are really, really, really well written. But what do you guys think? What about you? We'll go with Blade. Blade, you go first.
Oh man, who's the best character ever? in anime, like he is such a good character. Kirito from Sword Art. Let's talk about his well-written
The
design.
real black swordsman.
Oh God, yeah,
No,
that guy's so OP. He's so great.
No, honestly, that's a tough one because to me, there are so many well-written characters. Like,
Dude,
I
any
was trying
shonen series.
yeah, like I was Shonen really, and Shonen might be, I want to say, what's it called, overhyped in a lot of ways, and also very sometimes mainstream with a lot of the shows. But they do have some of the best written characters in terms of like storylines and character growth. The one I was thinking of, and I kind of mentioned it last week. I hate to do that again, but I am going to do it. Is Light from Death Note. I think he's one of the better characters I can think of, just because of how his character is. He set him in stone to be the first regular guy to a villain essentially. What's up?
I said he is an anti-hero.
Right, and they really write him very well, and characters like that in general in any anime, whether it be Death Note or stuff like that, it's something I look forward to in a character, just because you see his character growing, you see that it's not like he's flip-flopping between different character types or he's trying to figure out, because you ever guys ever watch those shows that you have like a character who doesn't know exactly what he wants to be. Like sometimes it'll be comedic and sometimes it'll be serious, and I hate stuff like that. I really do, and that's like, dude, choose a type.
Like all shonen series.
Yeah, because not all shonen series, but there are several shonen series I can think of that really do have that.
All shonen series.
Shut up, man. No, but Light's definitely one of the higher ones. From one of the shows I'm thinking off the top of my head, Danganronpa. I love half the characters from there because even though they're one-trick ponies in terms of their character types, I love all the different varieties of characters that they have. So they're very well written. But yeah, and then since Dark Hollow said it, Okabe from Steins Gate is definitely, freaking come on, the mad scientist himself.
The mad scientist.
I am mad scientist. But he's written very well too.
Yeah, he is, as an individual who's trying to fix, the time loops and all that stuff.
Hack it to the game.
Before we move on to memory, I just wanted to say that I don't think Kamina was a good character.
Dang.
Really poorly.
I'm joking.
Well, they only had 6 or 7
No, I'm just kidding. Don't spoil. No,
hey,
go ahead.
If you
dude.
haven't watched, no, I was gonna.
If you haven't watched Gurren Lagann, you fucked up already.
I wasn't gonna say Kamida's a well-written character.
You fucked up already.
No, I was just.
You're gonna get spoiled no matter what you do.
I was gonna say.
You fucked up.
I say Meruem from Hunter x Hunter is a well-written character.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
What? No, I say Meruem from Hunter x Hunter. What are you doing in here? Hello? Hold on.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He is a good character though. You get to see from his birth to his death, every moment.
Yeah, and he's a villain, and he's a villain that you can actually care for him. And when Komugi comes into his life, that's where you really see his character start to take off, and how he's written, and how much just from one arc, from the beginning to one arc to the end of an arc. And granted, it's a long ass arc, but still, it's amazing to see what they did with Meruem as a villain, because when he was first born, I was like, oh, this dude's gonna fuck up everything. He's gonna, who knows how this could end. And I did not foresee it ending how it did with him and in Komugi and what happened there. So I would say Meruem definitely is a well-written character. I'd say Ed and Al from Full Metal, especially Ed, I would say, are well-written characters. Mainly Ed, though, I'd say. Just from what he goes through when he's a little kid, and how he goes through that, and what he does to pretty much try and correct what mistake he made in his past as he was a kid. And a lot of us make dumb decisions when we're young and all that. Mm-hmm. So it was like really awesome seeing Ed's character go along as he's trying to correct the problem he had with like alchemy and all that, and what he did. But Meruem, I'd say would be definitely my main one. And I also I also really like pretty much the whole cast of the whole main crew of Eureka 7. There's not many shows that where you have a giant cast and you feel like all of them get fleshed out like properly and they all like are written well. But with like Eureka 7 AO, I really liked how they worked with the whole crew there. And like I would even say like for Gurren Lagann, you can't really say the whole crew was fleshed out well. But with Eureka 7, on the other hand, I say you definitely can because they give equal. Obviously, Eureka and Renton were the main characters, but the other members of the crew also got big spotlights on them. So I like what they did there. So yeah, definitely for me, Meruem, Ed from Full Metal, and a lot of the crew members from Eureka 7. There's a shit ton more, but that's just what I can think of right now off the top of my head.
Guts is a pretty good character too.
Oh man, shut up.
No, from what? What? From Kill la Kill.
Oh, I really thought you were gonna throw Guts from like Berserk.
No, from Kill la Kill. He's a pretty good character. I mean, he's a dog.
Oh.
What? No, anyway, Christian, go ahead.
Like I said before, kind of like any shonen main character, to be honest with you. I mean, the shonen genre in general is about the growth of the main character, pretty much. I mean, that requires you going through a lot of filler at times, or what people consider fillers, or just kind of pointless backstory, but the whole point of the shonen genre is for the main character to
lose and get better and lose and get better.
Yeah,
and lose and get
not
better.
really grow up as an adult, just grow up in general. But I mean, that's the perfect example of character development, I'd say. Most shonen series show from when they're a little kid, like a baby, up until they're kind of a more grown child, I guess, because I guess you never really see when they're adults. I mean, I think Naruto, since they have that Baruto stuff or whatever the hell it is.
Bleach, you see them as adults at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're near the end of the manga, though.
Yeah.
It's like I see it at the end of the manga.
I'd say that's probably an exception to that, but I mean, yeah, I think the shonen genre is probably the perfect example for character development like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my answer. Yeah,
Travis?
That's my answer.
Right. I'm going to go with the cast of Rainbow, like the main characters.
Oh, no. All right, time for the net. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Bleach, everyone.
Rainbow is one of my favorites of all time, and the main cast of characters, their development and stuff as they progress out of the prison that they're in or whatever, is just absolutely incredible. Like, they all have their different things once they get out, like, they're different things to do, and they go and like reunite.
Wait, they get out?
And stuff like that. It is fantastic, the series, honestly, and the characters are fantastic throughout. Like, the villains in the series are crazy. Like, the series is just crazy, basically. And once it gets to the second half of the series, it's like really, like, it's really good. And I don't know. It's just fantastic, to be honest.
Doesn't Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas do the opening?
No. I forgot who does the opening, but the opening is in English. So
you know what that is? Isn't that them? I thought that was
it's not Fear and Loathing. No. It's not.
Here, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah,
I thought it was Parasite's opening. People made the opening for Parasite.
But
it's by Cold Rain. That's it. Cold Rain.
It's Cold Rain. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Cold Rain does it. So that is a fantastic opening. I'll tell you that much. And then I'd also say Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter as well, like another character from Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter has some freaking fantastic characters, to be honest.
Yeah.
But mainly, like, a lot of the villains, like the Phantom Trope as well, have incredible characters. But yeah, Hisoka is insane because he's in the series throughout the entire thing. And I mean, what he does, like, he helps out. He's a villain. I mean, it's just crazy what he does.
He does a little bit of everything in the show.
Exactly.
And he's unpredictable.
Yeah, for sure. You don't know what he's going to do next, do you? It's just
Yeah.
insane stuff. And Tagashi, hurry up and come back. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, so I think that's everyone.
So I'm saying you have back problems, man. Just finish the damn show already.
God damn it.
I think that's it for topic number 3. So that's pretty much
My
all the
back
topics.
hurts.
I think we'll
Togashi!
My back hurts.
we'll give about 5 minutes or so to discuss in the chat some like bonus answers, like quick little things
bonus
you want us
stuff.
to discuss really quick. But if you actually have like a topic that you would like for us to discuss, then leave that down in the comment box as soon as this video is done processing for later. But just let us know what you want us to talk about briefly for right now. So we'll give this about 5 minutes or so.
Okay,
Meanwhile, let's talk about all the shit that we've been getting from fucking Black Friday deals and shit. Like, we should do that. I have spent like, I think a couple $100 it seems like in Black Friday.
Yeah, I got about nothing.
I only got like
Um,
clothes and a monitor.
Hot Topic was selling T-shirts for $10, so I bought 3 T-shirts from there. I got I got the Knights of Sidonia Season 2 Premium Edition from Sentai. It was on sale for $30, so I definitely wanted to buy that because
That's about 200 on manga.
the Season 1
Did you really?
Or no, was it Blu-ray? I think it was Blu-ray.
Blu-ray. I spent 200 more on Sentai.
Damn. Like, I bought a few things, but
And I just bought Samurai Champloo on Amazon, and I also bought I bought
some days.
I've never been able to do this.
Cry like the samurai.
Job, I can like treat myself. And it's
Yeah,
like nobody can say anything because it's my fucking money.
Dude, but you know what's beautiful about it though is that this is the perfect time. Like, I know people want to wait.
Oh yeah,
dude. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are the days you fucking buy the shit that you've been waiting for.
I'm waiting for Cyber Monday.
Yeah, because you're gonna be like weeks or months from now looking back at this stuff. You're gonna be like, I remember when that was like $20, and now it's like 60 or 80.
No, you know, like, people,
I thought that was 20 just a couple weeks ago. Yeah, because it was Black Friday.
No, even worse, dude. There's like, for example, this is not to go off too much anime stuff, but Dishonored 2, for example, came out like 2 weeks ago, and it's already $35.
Skyrim Remastered is $30.
24. I paid $24 for Skyrim Remastered. I mean, these are things that
I just
came
bought
out,
that too.
and it's like, why the fuck did you? If you didn't buy it during that time period, why?
Yeah,
That's
I
all I
bought
have to
it.
say why.
Yeah, it's a brand new. It literally just came out. It's like $25 now. I got it for Xbox One for 60, and now I just got it for PS4 for 25.
Look at that. You can't not buy shit now. You have. This is the time to buy stuff, or have if you still rely on your parents, tell them, hey, listen, Mom, do you want to pay $100 for my Christmas gifts or $40 for my Christmas gifts? You choose.
Yeah,
I mean, that is true.
I mean, I think I like Cyber Monday kind of better because you don't have to go out and get killed by a bunch of crazy ass people trying to trample you over and kill you to get a TV or something.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of nervous.
Dude, like, my breath stopped. I was like, oh my god, don't, please don't.
I mean, I'm not that worried about it because I'm kind of a bigger guy, so I'm not that worried about somebody trampling me over, but
I don't like being around that many.
Yeah.
No, man.
Oh yeah, I hate people. Sorry, no offense to any of you guys here.
I hate people.
Oh, I love all of you watching and people.
Don't worry, I hate people, including you guys. Just kidding.
Wow, man.
The only thing wrong with Cyber Monday is you got to be quick because stuff will just sell out because everyone's just sitting on their computer.
Yep.
Yeah,
oh yeah, and also the other stuff. I made a big thing on Sentai. Sentai has like the best deals, it seems like, for this. Like, I got the Garden of Words Blu-ray for $11. I got Waiting in the Summer complete Blu-ray for $18.
Such a good series.
Yeah, I bought the first season of Snafu for $18. Like, yeah, these are like crazy ass deals that like just weeks ago I was looking at these and they were like 4 or 5 times more than what they are now. Like, I got Beyond the Boundary for $25. I got Blue Spring Ride for 21, Majestic Prince, both
Oh, dude.
seasons.
Blue Spring Ride is great.
And by the way, guys, definitely go to different websites. Like I know a lot of people are relying on stuff and stuff like that because they see the price is so low. But definitely check out like Sentai and other things because they're selling stuff for really cheap, and people I think forget.
Tomorrow will be the time
advertise with
too.
those people are trying to fight them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will probably have better deals than what you've gotten so far.
Yeah, and the way I see it, like now's like we were saying before, like now's the best time to do all this. Like, yeah, your wallet probably is gonna hate you, but
but it'll hate you more if you decide to wait. And then like weeks later, it's like, damn, I should have bought that. It was only $30. Now I have to pay $150 for it. It's like, wait, what? You're not gonna want to do that. That's not, it's not the idea.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm not bullshitting. Like I know because I know a lot of you are still young and you probably rely on your parents, but tell them like, hey, listen, parents like saving money. Okay, they want to save money, so tell them, hey, mom, dad, instead of paying $100 for this, you could pay $40 and $30. That's better, right? Isn't it? Thank you.
Yeah, and it's Christmas time, so parents are gonna be spending more.
Yeah, they might not give it to you till Christmas, maybe because I had my parents do that one time. They held on to something that I got on sale until Christmas, and they said this is a Christmas gift, you can't do it. But hey, listen, at least you fucking have it, right?
Like all the Ghibli films, or a lot of them are on sale for like $15 now, which is like really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just told my mom and my grandma, like I gave them both a huge list, and they're just gonna go and buy them.
Dude, I mean, you should just get the collection, dude. I guarantee you it'll be on sale. The one on Amazon, dude.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but it doesn't have all of them. That's
yeah,
like
but it's sexy as hell, dude. The one that's the big ass book.
It's like $200 right now or something. $220.
Yeah, dude, I guarantee it'll be like $100.
The Studio Ghibli, this like.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's like a book. It's almost like an art book, but in the pages of the art book are the DVDs.
DVDs.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's called The Collected Works of Hayao Miyazaki.
DVD.
Yeah, I wasn't listening entirely, so I thought you were talking about that huge Death Note crap that's coming out.
Oh
yeah. That book with like I don't even know how many pages, like 1,000 pages or whatever the frick it is.
Yeah, that looks stupid. The one book manga.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
80. How many volumes are there?
Yeah, this does look 11, sweet, dude. The Collected Works of Hayao Miyazaki.
Yep. Like, I'd love to buy that too if it wasn't.
It comes with Nausicaa, Castle in the Sky, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Porco Rosso, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, The Wind Rises, and Lupin the Third, which I probably wouldn't watch that. I don't even know.
It's pretty decent.
I don't even know if I'd be able to watch it though, because I've never watched Lupin.
It doesn't matter. It's like it's its own movie. I don't think you gotta watch anything to watch him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think his is essentially like I don't want to say it's a prequel, but it's like a side story that explains the characters real fast. But that's one of those shows you really like. Dude, there's so many Lupin the Third movies out there and shows. You don't need to watch the stuff from before. It's just you just watch it. just know he's a thief, and then know that he's got a guy who's a samurai and a gunslinger. That's it. There you go. And some slut.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Dang. Spoiler.
It's not a spoiler. That's like the main cast.
I mean, they have some good deals, though. If you guys don't have the new systems or something like that, man, they're going for cheap.
Yep.
And they will on Cyber Monday. I was
seeing like the slim Xbox One was going for like $200 or $250 or some shit.
Yeah. 200.
I'm not sure if you guys have answered this yet. I had to bounce out for like a few, but Shoujo Dating, can you can you say what anime you're looking forward to next season?
Next season.
Konosuba season 2.
Or should we just wait that until
Blue Exorcist? I want to see second season.
Isn't Little Witch coming out? No, Little Witch is coming out in 2017.
Yeah.
Shakers is gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
It says Little Witch coming out in winter.
Is it?
No,
yeah, it is.
Okay,
it is.
then I'm right.
Oh yeah, I'm also excited for the second season of Showa. I watched it. Yeah.
Yep. But I think we're gonna head out.
Oh yeah, and the second season of Tales, and that Grand Blue Fantasy. That Grand Blue
Shakers.
Dude, Grand Blue Fantasy looks fucking sick.
Dude, Super Lovers 2.
And guess
no,
Yes.
we're not watching that.
guess who's
We
doing the
have
opening?
to.
Guess
No,
who's
we
doing
don't.
the opening for Grand Blue Fantasy this
Who?
Bump of Chicken.
Oh,
Bump
shit.
of
Yeah, that'd be
chicken.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that is pretty much it. We've been streaming for how long? An hour?
No.
Hour or so.
Well, almost an hour, yeah. Almost an hour.
Yeah. So if you have any topics that you want us to discuss in the next podcast, guys, be sure to leave a comment down below after this video is done processing, so that way we can grab it up and put it to our list.
Tell us what you think of
so-
our cover, too, by the way, our cover openings.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
way-
give us a suggestion for the next one.
Just leave a suggestion down below. But if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed our little discussion that we had with these topics, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe if you are new and wish to stay up to date to our future content. Check out our links in the description down below. Has our channels to our YouTube pages, Twitter, and also if you want to check out our apparel, if you want to do that as well, that's always cool.
And if you want to check out behind the scenes, we don't have that yet, but,
But yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. I think we're about to bounce out. You all want to sing Jabu Wo again?
No.
All right, we'll catch you guys.
Oh, God.
Well, see ya, guys.
And then it went dead silent, too. Well,
See ya, guys.
bye, everyone.
Peace.